Dokkan's 8th anniversary countdown missions have begun. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We are back with another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are going over the 8th anniversary ultimate countdown missions. These missions will net you 80 celebration summon tickets for the 8th anniversary. So in the lead up to the start, you'll be able to pick up all of these tickets in conjunction with the other tickets you'll be getting at the start of and throughout the 8th anniversary campaign. These are not the same countdown missions as the rapid growth missions, which will earn you these badges that you can then trade for up to 60 stones. These are tickets for the 8th anniversary special summon banner. This is a general pool summon banner, not to be confused with the 77 ticket summon banner. This will not be available until the start of the anniversary, and those tickets are separate. This is for this general pool banner, and it's actually, hit or miss some years. It's not too bad. There's a few units that make me question, but some of the units still have a lot of use. Like the GT support units, still pretty good, especially if you can get these guys stacking, and you've got a couple of dupes to get the additionals on this guys. Trunks is a great support unit for Pan's team, so very, very helpful if you're someone who just pulled Pan in your 17 summons. This guy's still got some use, even without his EZA, even though he should be coming up on a sub-EZA soon. The Spring Kai can have some use. Boo Piccolo, great, next to the Super Boo, actually, and that'll be coming in part 2 of the current 17 celebration. This guy is still a good support unit. This guy was kind of a random sub-EZA, but he's still alright for the other World Warriors team. This guy still has a lot of good use in certain situations. I don't know the deal with these guys, and this TN can be very helpful in like Super Battle World or such. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent banner. You've got a chance to pick up, just some general pool SSRs to help you fill out some teams. This guy is still good, right? The GT Vegeta here, I still like using him when I can. But the big draw to here is, even though it is non-guaranteed SSR, there is a chance that you could pull any one of these LRs in here. I think last year during the 7th anniversary, this is how I pulled my dupe of 17, if I'm not mistaken. So there's definitely a chance to pick up some good units here. On my JP account, for example, I ended up picking up, I think, where is he? He's here. So, the androids. So I ended up picking up the androids here off of this banner. So definitely, you have a chance to pull an LR, always a chance. So definitely worth it to commit yourself to grinding out the missions to get these tickets. So let's start, because they are broken down into several phases, right? You have your basic missions 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the advanced missions. Now, the advanced missions will last the entirety of this month. They begin today, 5/31. They started at reset today, and will run all the way until Thursday, the 29th. So that'll be just before the start of the countdown campaign for the 8th anniversary. So that'll be the 7-day countdown. It'll start on the 29th. So nice little hint as to when everything is starting. For now, the first basic missions run from today, the 31st, all the way up until the 7th. So you have 7 days to complete the missions for basic 1, and then they'll reset at the very next week. So the first set of basic missions is to clear stages using only super tax 5 times, super tax 10 times, super tax 15 times. So in 7 days you could do that, or you could knock it out all in one go, right? If you're someone who link levels avidly, this is probably pretty easy to do. You'll knock this out in no time at all, especially as long as you're making sure your link level team is getting enough key to super attack. You'll have no issues there. One full stamina bar would get you more than enough. One full stamina bar would get you more than enough to at least clear the first 2, and then maybe by day 2 you will have cleared the 15 times. There are other stages you could do, like you could, I mean, if you really were concerned about getting it all done at once, you could load into, where is it, stage area 1-1 here because the stamina cost is so low, and you could just run that until you get it. It wouldn't be that difficult, but you know, use your stamina wisely, Dokkan responsibly, and you can have it done as you link level. There's no issues there. For the second set of basic missions, so these ones will begin on the 7th and run till the 14th. All right, so if you don't clear the basic 1 missions, you will lose out on those tickets, so make sure you don't miss them. The basic 2 missions, clear any stage without receiving damage 5 times, up to 15. Now, the easiest way to do this one is actually the Dokkan punch machine, because there is no enemy that can attack you here. You get 3 tries per stage, so up to 15. Literally just run up to level 5, even if you've already completed the stage, because they don't cost stamina. So you can literally just run each one 3 times, stage 5, and you can have this done all in day 1, the 15 times, no receiving damage. If you're somebody who hasn't completed the punching bag event, you know, you guys can check out any of the various guides that are available on how to do that. It's gotten significantly easier since its release. There's a lot of units that take advantage of nuking styles, so very easy to do. Up next, for basic 3 missions, these will begin on Wednesday the 14th and run till the 21st. For the basic 3 missions, you need to use a support memory 3 times, up to 10 times to net yourself the 10 tickets. For this one, I find it easier to run. Here it is, support memories. Right, pick one of the support memories that activate at the start of the battle. It could be anyone, right? Maybe one of the ones that only cost, you know, 70 or something, right? For example, and that have no other conditions. So, like this one here. Well, this 120. I would say this one, but most of the, like if you're link level grinding, for example, right, that it's mostly extreme enemies, so that one doesn't work. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, okay, so this one, the pull out the tail, which also just got a boost. You could actually just set this as your go-to one and run it as your link leveling. It'll activate every time you start the battle, and then boom, you know, after 10 runs, you'll have this done. I don't believe it, because it says... Oh, yeah, I'm unsure if it counts, like if it procs multiple times in the fight, like if you're link leveling, you hit all 5 fights, like if you go to the stage 30, for example, here, I'm unsure if it actually, like if you went to 34, which is the standard link leveling, level right now, there's 4 fights. I'm unsure if it counts each time it procs or if it just counts for the whole run. I mean, if it counts each time it procs, even easier. If it's just for the whole run, then 10 runs and you've got it knocked out, no problem. And then if you end up running out of support memories, the easiest thing to do is to just go pick some up. They've reduced the cost to 100 points per 1 reel, so it's very easy to restock, especially after the infinite Baba point system, now that you can just, you know, infinitely grind Zenny, trade the Zenny for items, trade the items for Baba points. You'll have no problems there. Moving on, for the basic 4, this is the last set of missions. These will run the last week of June, from the 21st to the 29th, and this will get you 10 more tickets, and you simply need to clear a stage within 2 minutes 5 times, 10 times, and 15 times. Now, this one doesn't really work so well with the link grinding stage, I think, because if you're running 34, for example, I think the average run takes about 3 minutes or so, so you'd be just over the time limit. So the easiest one is, as I said earlier, loading into, loading into stage 1-1, because the stamina cost is so low, and just running through that a bunch of times, 15 times, and then you'll have it done in no time, since the area is so low. Though you also have a couple of days to complete it, right? You don't have to complete it all in one day, so your daily growth missions would actually clear these quite easily, right? The Roshi event, the Whis event, if you haven't done that for the week, the hidden potential event, all of those can be cleared within 2 minutes. So you could very easily just get this on your daily missions alone and have yourself your 10 tickets by the end of the week. Just make sure you don't miss out on your dailies. And then finally, the advanced missions. These ones will run the entirety of this month, from the 31st all the way up to the 29th, right? These are simple. Z-Awaken 8 characters, use a support item 80 times, consume at least 800 stamina 80 times, stage clear, and log in for 25 days. So nothing you can do here except make sure you do not miss a login. You miss a login, you've only got, technically, right, it's running 30 days, so you have a 5-day window to mess up. Try not to, because that's 8 tickets you lose out if you miss 5 days. So make sure you log in for 25 days, and that's, just simply tap into the game when when it's reset, and get your login for the day, and then you will have the 8 tickets by, if it's running from the 31st, so by the 26th you'll have your login. Clearing any stage 80 times. Again, if you're running all of these other missions throughout the month, you will easily have the 80 times. Same with the 800 stamina. Now, for the other two, the last 8, 16, to Z-Awaken a character, all right, this could be any character in your box as long as you are taking it from the SR to the SSR level, and then or going from SSR to UR, right? This is not Dokkan awakening a character. So I find that the easiest ones to do this with are actually the Super Strike characters, right? So if you load in any, let's go to where are they? Do they show up here? Strike, here they are. Right, load up any one of these Super Strike stages, right? Preferably the ones that now have the increased drop rate. So any of these ones, any of the Mighty Mass, this guy, the 16, load up any of the Super Strikes, and they actually drop a ton of characters if you run a boosted run or with a support memory, and then you can easily knock out the missions by just Z-Awakening those, especially if it's one that you haven't done yet, right? So if there's a Super Strike character you haven't done, that's probably the easiest way to knock out this mission, because you'll Z-Awaken them in no time. And then using a support item. Now, this one's hard to keep track of. I remember last year they had a similar mission. I had to keep going back and checking, but the easiest way to do it is to pick a support item like the recovery drinks, set 4 of them for use, and then when you load into the stage, use all 4 of them, and then run the stage, right? It will count all 4 uses, and you can complete this in no time. If you've already made the wish where you can carry 2 of each item, then that makes it even easier, because then now that's 8, right? So definitely make sure you do that. Don't miss out on that, because it's very, very... This one's a bit time consuming. If you're a link level grinder, just use up all the items before you set the stage to auto, and then run it. If you really don't want to do that, as you're doing one of the missions, like this, where is it? This one here, clearing a stage within 2 minutes, and you're doing the 1-1 or doing... yeah, this one here. If you're doing the 1-1 15 times, you could easily knock this out, right? Because if you do, what is that? 4 times 4, so 16 times 15. Yeah, so you'll have more than enough by the time you finish this set of runs on the basic 4 mission. So, I mean, again, it's up to you when you decide to do it. Just make sure you don't miss it. The advanced missions you have to complete by the 29th, when all of the ticket missions disappear and we move into the actual countdown campaign, which will get us more tickets, but you don't want to miss out on these free 80 tickets, right? The more times you can roll the dice on this manner, the more chances you have of pulling one of these guys here. And you definitely, A free LR is always good, and even picking up some of these guys. Like, I think my hope for the pickup here is to get my last copy of Sin and my last copy of Trunks and Gyro, because otherwise I don't really need anybody else on this banner. Of course, an LR would always be appreciated. So, anyways, guys, that is the video. That is the 8th anniversary Ultimate Countdown missions for the tickets for that General Pool Summon banner. Make sure you don't miss out on these tickets, and if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, what are you hoping to pull with your summon tickets when the banner finally drops? The banner will actually drop when the anniversary begins, so you'll have a little chance to summon before the actual dual Dokkan Fest banners drop. So let me know what you're interested in getting off of this banner from these tickets. Otherwise, guys, if nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.